What's going on, guys? This is Snooze603, and joining me today is fakethriller.
Hello again.
And today we're going to be reviewing the crossbow from Battlefield 3's new DLC Aftermath. And I know you're asking yourself, wait a minute, this is a Battlefield 3 interview? This is Shustybang? This doesn't sound right. Well, it's because the crossbow is a very unique weapon, and given its minimal attachments and its pretty expansive range of different crossbow bolts you could put on it, we felt that it didn't fit into the format of our traditional Battlefield weapon reviews. So we're kind of just going to freeball this one a little bit like our normal dual comms. So without further ado, we're going to get into the gun's different features.
Okay, so the crossbow has 4 different kinds of bolts, and the first one we're going to talk about is the normal bolt. Now, the normal crossbow bolt has a one-hit kill headshot at any range. It also does one-hit kill in close quarters, and at long range, a body shot will do about 60% damage.
One of the other bolts that you get with the crossbow is the explosive bolt, and I gotta tell you, this thing drops like a rock. It has an extreme drop at range, and from what I've noticed, it has very, very little splash damage against infantry, which is good because that was a big concern from a lot of people within the Battlefield 3 community, and it seems to have little to no effect against vehicles. It's not a one-shot kill like an RPG to choppers. It's basically, it's like a 91% damage. But aside from that, if you're playing as an engineer, there's absolutely no reason why you should use this over an RPG. I would just stick to the RPG.
Okay, the next kind of bolt that is available to you is called the scanning bolt, and basically what this is, it's like a little radar that you can fire with the crossbow. And you take the shot, and wherever the crossbow bolt sticks to the wall, it'll do about a 12-meter scan, and any enemies in that area you'll be notified if there are any enemies in that area. Now, the scanning bolt can also do damage to infantry, but it only does 24% damage even on a headshot, and a body shot will be 10% damage. So if you're equipping the scanning bolt, you want to use it for recon purposes, not to be deadly.
So the fourth and final bolt is the balanced bolt, and it is a one-hit kill for headshots. Doesn't matter the range. For point blank, it will only do 80% body damage, and out to 70 millimeters, it drops down to 56% damage. So it's one of those. It's the bolt that if you want to try hard with this and get those long-range kills, this is the thing you want to use. But even still, it's very difficult because you really just have to get the headshots if you want to put anyone down. Otherwise, they're going to have time to run away from you. So to unlock the crossbow, you have to get 3 wins within Scavenger. So obviously you have to have the Aftermath DLC. It's the only way you're going to get this gun. And you just have to get 3 wins in Scavenger. And you don't need to have it unlocked to be able to use it and pick it up while playing in Scavenger. It's one of the weapons that they have spread out around the maps in that game type.
Yeah, so after unlocking the crossbow itself, you can then move on to unlocking the 3 other kinds of bolts. The crossbow itself comes with the normal bolt, but in order to unlock the scan bolt, you need to get 20 spot assists, you need to designate 10 vehicles, and get 1 designated assist. So certainly simple to do. Basically, in normal gameplay, it will become unlocked. The next bolt is for the balance bolt. You need to just get 50 kills with sniper rifles and 10 headshots with a sidearm. And then for the explosive bolt, all you got to do is get 5 kills with hand grenades, 5 kills with the underslung grenade launcher, and 5 kills with C4. All very simple challenges, and they should happen in regular gameplay, but if you need to focus on them, they'll happen that much quicker.
Just to kind of review this gun, it's a novelty item. That's really the best I can say for it. I can't see why anyone in their right mind as an engineer would use this over an RPG. The RPG is still infinitely more effective than this thing is. Using it with a medic, you have to give up your med pack kit. I know a lot of people are confused with that, but it does take up the slot that your med pack would be in. So at least you can still revive people, but you are giving up that, one of the strongest parts of playing as an assault player, which is being able to infinitely replenish your own health. So that's tough. Given its reload times and the amount of ammo that you have available to you, it is fun to use, but I really think it's just a novelty item. After a while, you realize that it's not very effective. You can get your quick one-hit kills with it. Given the right situations, you can make it work for you. But in all honesty, you're just better off using your secondary. You'd be in a really, really tough position if you found yourself drained out of ammo in your primary and then you drained your secondary and you had to fall back on a crossbow. You might want to rethink how you're attacking your enemies if that's the case. It is fun, don't get me wrong, but compared to everything else you can use, what it all takes up, really this thing only has a place in the recon class. And even then, I don't know, you're kind of giving up some important tools that you would need as a recon, but at least it does give you the opportunity as a recon player to take on vehicles. So that's really the best I can say for it, and that's the only place I can see where it has like a definitive staying power for where it could be used. Other than that, you just give up too many important gadgets in the other classes to want to use the crossbow.
Yeah, I agree. I sort of equate your effectiveness with the crossbow with being a sniper, basically. And you guys all know how I feel about sniper rifles. Like, I would have liked to have seen the crossbow be a one-hit kill at any range. And hear me out with that before you like get all mad at me for saying that. But the crossbow has limited range because it has bullet drop or bolt drop. So you're not going to be sniping people from across the map. The weapon takes a painstaking 4 seconds to reload, so you're not going to be a threat. Sure, you'll be able to like one-shot somebody once every 6 to 10 seconds, but it's not like you'd be able to run into a room and start mowing down waves and waves of people. I think it's also cool that you could sort of be like Hawkeye from the Avengers and switch up your bolt types and start like recon an area with the scanner bolt, and then take down an enemy scout chopper with your explosive bolt and all this stuff. But frankly, there's not much that this can do that an engineer can't already do, just like Snoop said. I mean, an RPG is just as good for probing a building as this scanner bolt is. Like, you want to know somebody's in there within 12 meters, just fire an RPG. It's called a hit marker. If you get a hit marker, somebody's in there. So, unfortunately, what Snoop said, it's a novelty. There's no real advantage to using it. I don't see there ever being a position that you find yourself in saying, "Thank God I have my crossbow." And the fact that it's on the ground in scavenger mode will make it probably used more often. But to be perfectly frank, there's not much that I see people giving up to use this weapon.
Okay, so 2.5 out of 5. It's as average as you can possibly expect. It's to me, it's a flash in the pan gun. It's fun, but people are going to quickly realize that this thing has no place inside of your class loadout unless you're a die-hard recon player and you want, that third. You just want something to be able to deal with vehicles.
So it would be neat for you guys to let us know what you think down in the comment section, and maybe we can come up with some effective ways to use this weapon.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys later.